everyone, it's Siobhan here. Today's video is a do-it-yourself on how to make false flower hair accessories. If you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you know that I do these do-it-yourself videos every once in a blue. And I actually have 2 videos out already on how to make flower accessories, but they're a little bit different from what I'm going to show you today. So I'm going to link both of them in the underbar below in case you haven't seen them or you're curious. The first one was like a polyester sort of a flower, and then the second one was a cloth rosette, both of which are made with materials completely and totally from scratch. This video, however, these flowers aren't from scratch because you're going to be using false flowers as, like, I guess your base. But the cool thing is that the false flowers give the accessory a more realistic look, and you can still decorate them any way you want to. Before I go any further, I just want to let you guys know that all of the materials in this video were purchased at a Michaels. Michaels is an arts and crafts chain here in the States. So if you happen to live abroad and you're not near Michaels, I'm sure that you can find all of these supplies in your local art store because they're not extraordinary at all.
For this project, you're going to need some beads. Any color beads will do. You're going to need a pair of scissors, obviously, and you're also going to need a piece of felt for the back of the clips. You'll need a glue gun and glue sticks, and you can use fabric glue or needle and thread, it's really up to you. You'll need some plain hair clips, any clip of your choice, doesn't matter. And this part is optional. You can use all sorts of embellishments to decorate your flowers. And of course you're going to need the false flowers themselves. I would pick something with a flat petal, sort of resembles a hydrangea plant, and if you've never seen one, I'll try and link a picture of it in the information bar below. So it's really up to you how you want to do this. You can either use the scissors or just rip the flowers off the stems. Basically you want to pull them apart so that you have the petals left over. And generally I use about 3 or 4 petals per flower clip, but it's entirely up to you. So you just kind of pull them apart and decide how much you want or how little you want for each clip. Now take your loose petals and sort of place them one on top of the other in any way that you want. This is how you kind of build the flower. I like to put the larger petals on the bottom and the smaller on top, but as I said before, this is entirely up to you. And with my orange flower, I decided to use 5 petals instead of 4, just because I thought it looked a little bit better. Again, it's all about experimentation and seeing what looks best. I prefer to use a needle and thread to secure my petals together, but you can also use your fabric glue. For this white flower, I decided to use 1 gold bead as the centerpiece, and for my orange flower, I decided to use a white bead. Now, I'm only using 1 bead per flower, but in the past I've used a few, or I've glued in some sort of embellishment also onto the center, so it's really up to you. As I said, it's about experimentation and seeing what you think looks best. Taking your felt material, cut out small circles. These are going to act like posts on the back of each of the flowers. Now technically you can skip this step and just glue each clip onto the back of the flower without the felt material, but I tend to think that the felt kind of adds to the flower in that it makes it look a little bit neater, and it also keeps the clip a little bit more secure on the back of the flower. And that's what I'm doing here. I'm just hot gluing the felt onto the back of the flower and then sticking on the clip. With this little maroon flower, I decided to use one of my cameo embellishments on the center. And like I said before, embellishments are totally optional. You can do whatever you want. You can just sew beads onto the center, or you can use little buttons or other cool stuff. I happen to love cameos, so I thought this looked really pretty. If you decide you don't like the hair clips, you can always make a headband. I got this plain metal headband from a shop here in New York City called M&J Trimmings, but I also noticed that they were available on sale at Michaels. What you do is you find a ribbon, any ribbon of your choice, and you use your hot glue gun. What you do is you put the glue on top of the headband and then you sort of wrap the ribbon around it. Now this can take anywhere between 10 and 15 minutes depending on how fast you are at doing arts and crafts, but it took me about, I'd say, 15 minutes. In the middle of this project, my little girl decided she liked this headband and that she wanted it to be for her, so we had to make it extra girly. I had some scraps of tulle material lying around, so I took a piece and balled it up and decided to hot glue it to the side of the headband. Now just be careful that you don't burn your fingers like I did. Once it was secured to the headband, I put a little bit more glue on top and then stuck on 2 small flowers. These these are just a few pictures of some of the hair clips that I've created. My little girl loves them. She calls them the Rapunzel Clips, and of course Rapunzel is one of our favorite princesses right now, so it's sort of fitting. It's a great project, perfect for a rainy day.
I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye!